Still on my Mercersphere grind. I'm kind of disappointed at how many I've collected so far, seeing how I've basically cleared like 90% of the Rocky Desert at this point, which I expected to get probably like 20 from. I've got maybe 5 more in the Rocky Desert, because they're on the edges, technically. Anyway, what I wanted to actually say is, we're actually closing up on 100 hours, so if I hit 100 hours, I may as well have a bit of context to what I'm doing.
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now.
Well, guess what? On a positive note, we've reached 100 hours, and I think there's basically one Mercersphere left in the entire Rocky Desert. Well, technically there's 2. One of them is in the giant cave with like 4 entrances. There's one over here, there's one right there, there's one somewhere up here, and then there's another one somewhere. And then the other one, I know where it is, that's why I kept it for last. It is right in the corner somewhere over here, unless it was moved. We've managed to get 14, 15 with the last one left, so it's nowhere near enough. We need 13 plus 23, and then we still need more after that for the depots themselves, since we still need more depots. I've now been on my adventures for quite a while. We've got 23 Mercerspheres, which means we need 13 more still. And I've somehow broken the rifle, so I have 41 out of 15 possible ammo loaded. I don't even know how that's a thing, but if I could reproduce that consistently, that would be hella overpowered. However, unfortunately, I don't even know how I did it, so... Why does this biome always have to insist on being so very, very dark? It truly is in the Spire Coast. It's so dark you can't even see where you're looking at. Alright, I think I'm gonna call my adventure here. I've gotten every single Mercersphere in the Rocky Desert, and every single Mercersphere in the Spire Coast other than 2 of them. I know one of them's in this corner, and the one in the corner here I'm going to pick up on the way. There's also a summer sloop over here that I saw from the distance. Now I would keep going, but you know, these stupid nuclear the stupid enemies in this area. Looting anything in this area, but doing anything in this area is basically impossible because of these bozos. There's one down here, one here, one literally right there. I'm sure there's 40 more in just this tiny area, and I can't do jack crap because of the stupid... Either way, I still found a pure SAM node right there. But the Spire Coast sucks especially because it's all... and I mean all big spitters and crab hatchers. It's horrible. Everything is ranged. I hate it so much. It's better than having spiders, but like, holy hell, man. Hello, beans. How are you doing? I believe the Mercersphere is somewhere over here. 36 Mercer Spheres, 6 Summer Sloops, 8 Blue Power Slugs, 9 Hog Remains, 120 Spitter Remains, 11 Yellow Power Slugs, 8 Purple Power Slugs, 9 Stinger Remains, and 42 Hatcher Remains. That kind of shows you what I mean by this entire area is Hatchers and Spitters. All the hogs I have, I'm fairly confident, are all from the Rocky Desert. Everything that I got from the Spire Coast is Spitters and Hatchers. Being harassed by everything right now. I'm also running out of solid biofuel, which is a bit unfortunate. I guess I probably didn't mention it, but I've been expanding the railway as I do this. So the railway has now been expanded from here. It goes all the way along here. It's going to have a deviation for the aluminum plant we're going to be building, either later in this episode or in the next episode. And then it goes along here-ish or so, and then comes back around. It's going to go basically along the Spire Coast. And then, I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze it through the ravine, so it might end up going all the way around, and then somehow make its way back to here. Anyway, time to head back, I guess, because I'm just absolutely tired out of my mind. It's been 5 hours straight of collecting Mercer Spheres. It's literally now 1:30 a.m. I woke up at 6 and I had only slept for like 5 hours. So, definitely suffering a bit, but it's worth it. Because now at least my depot will be actually maxed out. It won't be maxed out in capacity, but capacity I've learned is kind of useless. That's not exactly a bad haul, isn't it? I mean, I already listed what it was, like 120, whatever the heck, and yeah, you know, the usual. Time to use the converter, as always. This thing duplicates every item with the summer sloops, and then it double duplicates the DNA capsules, because it duplicates the protein and then duplicates the protein and capsule. So it's a 4x on DNA capsules and a 2x on power shards, which is very overpowered. But that's a good thing. It's definitely going to take a minute here to process. So while that does that, I'm going to, well, grab my stuff again because I threw it in some storage bins for the sake of that clean inventory. First of all, this hypertube is probably going to need some fixing at one point or another, because it does have the tendency to send you flying into the space elevator, so I had to make a safety wall. I still don't remember if I mentioned this. I think I did. My mind is just too fried because it's 2 a.m. right now. But we should be able to finally unlock both the upgrades for the upload speed and finally have a maxed out dimensional depot.
Dimensional upload speed increased. The dimensional shift now no longer cares how complex the components of the original part are, and will save each part as a single collection of particles that can be instanced easily.
Group shift the body cord flow cycle song to the 5-layered shallow state.
I'm working on it, but are you saying there is another layer? Is it a sensor limitation?
Deepen.
Helpful.
And then finally 240 per minute.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Every particle now has encoded potential reconstruction memory for when any part using that particle is recalled, enabling instancing on the fundamental particle level.
You group shifted the body cord flow cycle song of the 6th layer. Harmonious. Your cycle songs will only deepen the layers.
I'm always working on myself. The time will come.
This is so expensive. I don't even have a normal power augmenter yet because I can't even make it. It's too expensive, yet alone the power matrix, which takes singularity cells and 100 overclock shards. Where even is the power augmenter? You need 10 summer sloops. There's only like 80 in the entire game, I think. Actually, I can get an exact count. I can get you an exact count. There's 106. Actually, before we do aluminum, I might honestly do the storage revamp, because this is kind of bad, you know. The reason I don't want to do it yet is because we don't have all the dimensional depots. Unfortunately. I don't know, but that's a problem for another time.